Hey, what is up, guys? I know it's like midnight, but I figured I'd give you this review. It is because I don't even know when it's called, the WWE 2K15 roster review panel. Figured I'd give my thoughts on it. This is part 1. I was going to do it all in one because I thought part 2 was going to be up tomorrow, but apparently that's not the case. Well, today, because it was on Monday after Raw last night. So I figured I'd do it right now, and then when the next one comes out, I'll review it then. So this is part 1. The hosts for the panel were Renee Young and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The actual panel itself consisted of Roman Reigns, Cesaro, Sheamus, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, and the Icon Sting. This was like his WWE debut. So yeah, that was good stuff. This was like the big SummerSlam panel too. It was like a SummerSlam confidential panel, which apparently wasn't so confidential since they filmed it. And yeah, they revealed some guys. We got to find out some stories about the other superstars. But anyhow, yeah, it was kind of. This was before Roman Reigns got injured too, by the way. Where should I start? Stone Cold Steve Austin introduces everybody, John Cena, Roman Reigns. Cesaro talks about the game, saying that he's pretty much marketing it for Europe and Switzerland and stuff. So he pretty much is marketing it. Talks about how he had to wear all like the special technical equipment. Went and had to do all his moves like the Cesaro swing, the neutralizer, the uppercut, all that stuff. The suplex that he does from the apron into the ring. And had to do all that stuff. They talked about too how the graphics are better now. John Cena's happy that he gets to be the face of the game, how he gets to be the cover. He gets to be like LeBron James and The Rock. And he said he's honored to be in the cover and honored to have all this stuff. And then Hulk Hogan talked about the Hulkamania edition, how he had to sign all these cards, before, and he had a dateline to do it. Sting talked about how he's being pre-ordered, how this is his WWE debut, and he's really happy about it. Roman Reigns talks about how he's a gamer. Well, he doesn't talk about how he's a gamer, but he talks about how this is that he's a little bit younger, so he's going to be better at them at the games. And he talks about how he had a good 2 years up and stuff. So they gave like their opinion on the game, and then we found out some superstars. I've already told you them, but I'll just tell you them again. So these are the superstars we know so far. The roster that's going to be in the game. Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Sheamus, and he actually said, look at those abs when this picture popped up. Big Show, Cesaro, Damian Sandow, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, which I think here isn't true anymore. He doesn't want to be part of the game, so this was weeks ago, but this was like a month ago. But when Renee Young said CM Punk, she was like, CM Punk. It was like not really that enthusiastic, if you know what I mean. We also found out Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena. And then they talk about the My Career mode, so then all the superstars that are on the panel talk about what they had to go through to get to their career. Cesaro talked about how he started rugby playing and he sucked at it. So then he went up to the big. He started wrestling. He started wrestling in Switzerland. and he was good at, well, Germany. He actually said he started wrestling in Germany, did all the Germany tournaments, and then he started wrestling all around Europe. Then eventually he just came up to the WWE, and he says now that he started lifting weights. He said he's been doing that for 3 years, and yeah, he says, yeah, that's pretty much it. They all gave like a short version of the story, because this show would be like 12 hours if they all gave odd version. Sheamus talked about how he became a wrestling fan. Obviously, there's not much cable in Ireland, and I've known it. I know that because when I was in 3rd grade, I went to Ireland. He talked about how there's people, how he found wrestling one day, and it was when Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant had the big segment on Piper's Pit, which is Roddy Piper's show, and he became hooked, and he started watching all the wrestling stuff. He started becoming wrestling. He said that he went to FCW, which stands for Florida Championship Wrestling, and that was the developmental system at the time, before NXT. And then he said he went up to the main roster, and he got his break on ECW, which stands for Extreme Championship Wrestling. And then he finally got his big break when he beat John Cena for the WWE Championship, and he said no one ever thought he would be able to do that, but now he's done it. And then John Cena, he went through his story, and he talked about how he's changed from the thugonomics all to the hustle, loyalty, respect, the man that he is now. And he said that at first he started out coming out, he wore like the occasional attire that you would see wrestlers, the underwear and boots kind of gimmick, and then he started rapping, so then he really started working with that. He would wear like backwards hat, necklaces, shirts that were too long for him, and as they were showing all the stuff they were talking about, and then he talked about how he just eventually became this character because he's just John Cena. And then Roman Reigns talked about how he started out in the developmental, and he said it's rough because everyone's fighting to get up to the main roster. Hulk Hogan talks about how he was off and on wrestling. He quit 3 times actually, but he became a wrestling fan. I forget how he became a wrestling fan, but he started out in there was no developmentals, he said back then, but somebody trained him, and the guy broke his leg the first time he trained him. And then eventually Vince McMahon Sr., Vince McMahon's father, called him up to the main roster and gave him a chance, and he pretty much became the biggest superstar today. And he was actually at first a heel too, I should mention, when he came to the WWE. But at the time, I think it was called the WWF, I believe it was. It was called the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, but I could be wrong. It could have been called the WWF, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, but I could be wrong. And then Stin talked about his story, talked about how he grew up in a town of South Carolina, I think he said, and there was no wrestling on, so nobody knew who he was, but he talked about how he saw this blonde guy always working out in the gym, and somebody told him that was Hulk Hogan, and he only knew him from one of the Rocky movies, and he realized that he wanted to do this, so he went to some wrestling camps, and he met guys like Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Big John Studd, the British Bulldogs, which are consisted of the Davey Boy Smith, Davey Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid, and he just pretty much became hooked. And then they ended it. I don't know when this is going to be on again, but I definitely will watch it. But I like this. I like we got to hear all these guys talk. It was cool to see Stin in the WWE for the first time. I didn't see the Comic-Con thing, and I am going to give a video about Stin's debut, but it was cool to see him make his WWE debut. It was awesome. I can't wait to see him come out. My prediction is he's going to come out in the Royal Rumble match, and he's going to be like one of those surprise entrances, which will be awesome. But I can't wait to see that. But yeah, can't wait to see Stin. That's pretty much it, guys. Give me your thoughts. I can't wait to get this game. This game comes out in like a month. I can't wait to get it. I still gotta finish some stuff with WWE 2K15 with the Let's Play, but all my stuff I accidentally deleted all my stuff, so I have to go replay it all and get it back. And get it back to the way it was before. But I will, I will finish that up before WWE 2K15 comes out. But I can't wait to play it, and I'm going to be giving you Let's Plays, not 24/7, but a good amount of time. You're going to get a lot of Let's Plays, and I can't wait. But that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out.